So we had one participant from Malawi,
From?
but she disconnected just right now.
I think everywhere is network problem.
Yes, that's really sad. So I think we can um, jump into, or we can say Happy New Year in person.
Same to you, dear.
Thank you. Thank you.
My son also talking with, want to talk with you. Listen, say hello. Hello? Hello, Karo? Listen, say hello. Hello, Karo. Hello. Happy New Year.
Is he shy? He seems unhappy.
And how is Korea?
It's the weather is cold, but
Good.
it's going fine.
Sorry, the network
Yeah.
went off.
Yeah, disconnected. So, who would you like to go first?
Hi.
Hello. Pardon, please.
Who would you like to go first?
As you wish.
Well, then I think maybe Miss Giovanna can go first because you have your son next to you. Can you hear me? Oh, I can't hear you. Okay. Oh, it's slow now. Oh no.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, one sec. Sanju भैया.
Okay.
संजू भैया थोड़ा फास्ट आना. One sec, I just attach my earphone.
Okay, thank you. Then I will
I
start
think
with Miss Rachel first. Okay?
the volume is too slow.
Okay. I will start with Miss Rachel first then.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, madam. So we will ask.
Back the मुझे.
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, we will ask 3 questions for today. One is the level of education for women with disabilities by their ages, and compare with the level of education for women without disabilities in your country.
Yeah.
And number 2, the difficulties of girls with disabilities on education and the status of special schools and ordinary schools in your country. At the beginning, please introduce yourself, name, nationality, job, and career.
Okay. My name is Mrs. Rachel Kachaje. I'm a woman with a physical disability. I use a wheelchair. I am an activist. I promote the rights of women and girls with disability. And I'm a Malawian. I'm based in Malawi. And on the topic that we are just discussing, on the level of education in my country, I'm sure I talked about it and I sent the video of the level of education.
Yes.
But I will just repeat what I said in that recording.
We wanted to get the number, how percentage of girls.
Yeah, I was saying that in Malawi we don't have the statistics on the level or how many are in schools and how many are not. And this is an area where we are thinking that maybe if we could have some resources to do the the collection of to get the little statistics of how many girls with disabilities
what
are in
about the
school.
rough guessing? Can you guess roughly?
The guessing, I would say that at least the number of women, of girls who are in school, they are almost 20 to 25% of them who are in school. And for the women who have been able to get this the education, there will be 40 to 50% who have at least managed to get the education.
You mean the
Yes.
primary, right?
Yes, most of them are in primary. It has been very difficult for them to get to up to a secondary level, even tertiary. Most of them are they have gone up to in Malawi. We go primary goes from standard 1 to standard 8.
Oh,
So which means most of them in primary are in that range.
okay. And
Yes.
what about the free education from the government? Is that
Yes.
common?
Yes, in Malawi, we have a free primary education policy where each one is supposed to go to school and not pay school fees,
Oh,
which means even girls and with disabilities, they are also part of the policy that they can go and get the education, which is a free primary education.
but
But now there are some challenges for that girl with a disability to get that education. The challenges are that the schools are very far and the schools are not all that accessible. They are not accessible schools for a child with using a wheelchair or using a stick to walk, or those with visual impairments. They cannot access that the school facilities because they are not accessible and the schools are very far. So even though there is that policy of free primary, it's still difficult for girls with disability to get the education. Yes.
I can see. What about the changing from old generation, old and elder women with disabilities and young women with disabilities? Are they getting better?
As at now, I would say at least they are getting better because as a disability movement, more especially the
Okay.
women's organization movement, we are doing a lot of awareness raising, both on the parents to make sure that they help their children, their girls with disability to get to school.
Okay.
We are promoting that even in a community to make sure that they assist the girls to get to school. So because of the awareness that we are doing,
Yes.
at least standing the importance of educating a girl child with a disability.
Yes. And you already mentioned about the accessibility. What are the difficulties of girls with disabilities on education in your country?
Yeah, the as we have already talked about issues of accessibility, where
Yes.
we find that the schools are not accessible in terms of having the ramps, so that someone with a wheelchair can use the ramp to go into a classroom. And even the doors themselves, they may not be wide to allow a wheelchair user to move around. And also you find that the other problem, more especially with a girl child with a disability, you find the other challenge that they face at the school is
And
when when they reach a puberty stage. Yeah, you understand it, when they have reached the age where they menstruate, and you find that the facility at the school,
oh yeah.
there's no water,
Mm-hmm.
the water system is not good, and then which means they cannot clean themselves up. And the other challenges is that maybe they don't have the sanitary pads So they would feel that maybe they cannot go to school because of these
Oh,
challenges.
okay. That,
So we are still raise the parents so that around the schools they need to have the water systems which are running, and
mhm.
also which can be accessible to a girl child with a disability.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. That's that's really practical problem.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
and you mentioned about the facility. What about the status of special schools and ordinary schools in your country?
Yeah, you know, in Malawi we have some special schools which are specifically for those people with disabilities, more especially special schools which deals with those with deafness and those with speech impairments. But there are not many, there are just very few in the country.
Oh,
And they are also facing a lot of challenges because they are not even well supported by the government because of the financial constraints that the government may have. But we have those special schools, but there is a lot of challenges that they face. And the other challenge with the special schools is that there's inadequate teachers who
oh,
can teach the special schools.
oh, I mean like
Although
sign
the
language,
government, sorry.
I mean the sign language teacher or that kind of special school?
No, you know what? The government has teacher training colleges
Okay, yeah.
where yeah, so within these teacher training colleges, government also trains special teachers to teach these children, but they are not many of them. We don't have many special teachers to teach in special schools. But also at the same time, the government is promoting the inclusive education system, whereby you find that the children with disability to be learning in the mainline schools. But there are also challenges because the teachers are not many.
Oh,
So there's need to train more teachers, and this is where one area where we are trying to advocate that in these teacher training colleges,
oh,
they should not specifically have, the curriculum should cater for all the teachers to learn how to teach a child with a disability,
oh,
so that
yes.
when they are sent to different schools, we
Oh,
should at least have these teachers on hand.
yes. Yeah, that's one of the problems. They
Yes.
it would uh it would be hard to understand if you don't be educated about the persons with disabilities, particularly.
Yes.
Uh, do does your country have free special schools? Free schools
No,
for
no. As a government, we don't have the free special schools. I may say they are not really free. The only special schools that the government is promoting are from the secondary schools. In the secondary schools, they have the government is making sure that most of the secondary schools, they should accommodate the children with special needs in that
oh
particular mainline school. So
uh,
it's a program which the government is promoting
uh-huh,
to her to make sure that it has special needs, specifically in that particular school where they post the special needs teacher to be in that school so that they can attend to a student in that particular school. But it's not all the schools; they're just very, very few.
yeah, I can tell.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. And thank you for answering. Can I ask you about your news or activities? I mean, recently.
Yeah, my organization, Disabled Women in Africa, we are like as at now, we are doing three projects. The first one is the on issues of violence and abuse of women and girls with disabilities.
Oh.
And in this program, we are looking at the issues of gender-based violence. We are looking at exploiting a woman or a girl child with a disability. And also in this area, we are also looking at where parents are not taking their children to school. They are hiding them in the home.
Oh,
They
yeah.
don't want them to be exposed. So we are coming out with these issues.
Yes.
We are working with the government being abused. The government is opening up cases and charging those people for exploiting the girls with disabilities.
Yeah.
And another program that we are doing is that of inclusive education, which is very important for us to remain education. So we are doing that project.
Oh.
Another project which we are doing is, you know, in Malawi, there's been killings of the albinos. So
Albino,
we
can you say
are
that again? It was breaking.
promoting, we are raising awareness, albino awareness who have got a skin problem.
Oh, okay, okay, yes, yes.
Yes, so there has been a lot of killings. People have been abducting these albinos and killing them because of the belief that if they kill one, then people will get rich. So
Really?
we are helping to raise that awareness that no one should
Oh my
kill
God.
any albino because she is a human being like anybody else. So we are raising that awareness to let people know and understand that albinos are just like anybody else.
Yeah. Oh
Yes.
my God.
Yeah.
It's a little bit shocking.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for um your attending and attention.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
It would be
I'm
really
happy that I
great.
managed to attend this time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah, it's so happy. Yeah, and
Yes.
it would be really great data for, for women with disabilities for sure.
Yes, very true. Yeah.
Yes.
We really
So,
need to promote women and girls with disabilities. Yeah.
yes.
So
Thank
we
you.
need to join hands together to
Yay.
promote their rights.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I
Thank
hope
you.
we can see you next month again.
Yeah, sure. Well,
Yes.
yeah.
See ya.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.